After destarching, the slices plunge into this 40-foot-long continuous fryer, filled with a blend of canola, vegetable, and sunflower oil. They'll cook for about 3 minutes at roughly 350 degrees Fahrenheit, though the exact time and temperature can vary depending on the starch and moisture levels measured from the inbound buoyancy test. As they fry, the moisture inside the potatoes will evaporate into steam and gets replaced with the oil, which means the fryer must be topped off with fresh oil continuously throughout the day. A little trick of the trade used by Lay's is to keep the oil mixture at 50-50, meaning it's 50% fresh and 50% used. If it were all new oil, the chips would be way too greasy. Hot, golden, and perfectly crispy, the chips tumble out of the fryer. And if it looks like everything's shaking, that's on purpose. Since Lay's classics are so thin and delicate, every conveyor, ladder, drop, and scoop must vibrate just enough to move them forward, keeping the precious cargo from smashing against any hard surface. If traditional rolling belts were used like for the raw potatoes, the delicate chips would break as they transfer from one step to the next, leaving you with a bag full of crumbs, and nobody wants that, right? Then the chips zip under this optical sorter that scans over 400 chips per second. The scanner mainly looks for any brown spots or other visual flaws. When it spots a reject, it fires a targeted air blast that sends it flying into a separate collection bin. This split-second inspection is why when you tear open a bag of Lay's, you're greeted with a sea of perfectly golden chips. Now it's time for the final touch, the seasoning. The chips cascade into this rotating tumbler, while this 40-pound bag of seasons is sliced open and emptied into the machine. Depending on the batch, it's either plain salt for Lay's Classic, while other bags hold custom spice blends used in one of the 200-plus flavors Lay's offers worldwide. As the drum spins, an internal tube disperses the seasoning, coating both sides for an even finish. And here's a fun fact. Lay's introduced its first flavored chip, barbecue, back in 1965. Today, the lineup includes all sorts of unique tastes like crispy fried chicken, Chesapeake crab spice, and bacon grilled cheese. Which flavor makes you reach for just one more? Tell us in the comments. Once they're seasoned, the chips drop into a bucket elevator that carries them to the upper floor. Up here, they're funneled into one of these 115 multi-head weighing machines. Digital bucket scales on the machines are then filled with chips. In just 30 milliseconds, the system calculates the optimal combination of buckets to achieve the exact target weight for each bag. Whether it's a 1-ounce snack bag or the hefty 13-ounce party size, every portion is precise, right down to the chip. Finally, the chips descend into the bagging machine on the ground floor. After filling the bags, the machine tops each one with nitrogen in place of regular oxygen, preventing the chips from going stale too quickly. Then, the bag is heat-sealed shut.